Hey YouTube, and welcome to another video. Thank you for joining me today. Today I came to show you some of the items that I have been crocheting this week. These are the things that I have made. And we are going to start off with Sarah. She is a dinosaur or something. I'm not sure. I made Sarah. I'm calling her Sarah because she reminds me of Sarah before the Land Before Time. I made it from this book right here by Jenna Tatia, or whatever her last name is. But she's on YouTube, Crochet by Jenna. So that's what I made this from. But I love her. She is so cute. And she's the third one that I made. And her tail is the proper size. And she came out really, really, really cute. She reminds me of Sarah before the Land Before Time. Me and my daughter used to watch that movie. It's a very good little cartoon, and I love it. And I also made this little guy, and this little barrette does not have to stay in his head. Let me see. Oh, it's this way. So if you want to make it a girl, you can get a barrette for it, but it doesn't, it's not permanent. So I made this one, and this one I think is a little crooked. I think the neck's a little crooked or whatever, but I love it too. And this one I think, let me see, is that the one? No, this is not. This one has the right size tail. So these two have the right size tails. And this is Bernette Blanket. Well, this one isn't. This one is that Posh yarn, I think, that I showed you guys a couple of days ago. That's what this one is. And this one is the Michaels Posh yarn too. And again, her little thing is not permanent either. And this is the one where I was talking on the phone and wasn't paying attention, and I got a short tail. But the tail is supposed to be this long, but it's all good. But I have this one, and I used some Hobby Lobby eyes to put in them. So yeah, so I made 3 of those, and they all came from Jenna's book. And then also from Jenna's book, I made this well today. And this was an easy make, but it's just a little bit too big for me. So I think I want to try it again, but I think I'm going to stop. This one went up to 36, but I think I want to stop at 24 or maybe 30. But I think 24 will be big enough, and then I'll probably, you know, try to alter the pattern where, I'll alter these, and I'll also alter the flippers. But stay tuned. You'll see how that one comes out if I try it. But, so yeah, I'll have this well. And then I think the other things you guys have already saw. I have this turtle, but I've made it. And then I have this cat, and then her bow can come off too. And she got a little butt, doing the butt. So yep, she got a little butt. And then we have this turtle. These turtles are No Catchy Name Ella turtles. We got this black cat, and the bow can come off of this cat as well. We got our little rubber ducky. Got a little ducky, and I need to make more duckies. We finally finished our little Addie Bear. I have also done this bee. And, where's my zombie at? Oh, here's my zombie. And then this came from Jenna's book, this bee, not the zombie, but just the bee pattern. I just changed the colors and made it a zombie by putting the little red looking stuff over there, or at least trying to put it on there. But this is my zombie. And Jenna's bee, you put, these are bobble stitches, which I kind of like. So yeah, that's my zombie. And then I don't even remember the tutorial I watched. I think it was red bean crochet, maybe. I'm not even sure. But this is not the way they had the tentacles in the YouTube tutorial, but I made this one first, and once again this comes off. I made this one first, and I didn't like the process of the legs, so I said, well, on the next one I'm gonna change it. So yeah, so I made this one first, and her little headband comes off, and I did this one like the legs said, and then I made this one next, and I kind of just crocheted and didn't do more than one crochet in any one stitch because I didn't want the legs to curl. I did want them to be straight, and I want them to be even straighter than this. But yeah, it's okay. So I just kind of like pull down on it or whatever. It's very, very soft, and this is the Demi Pearl yarn too from Michaels that I got the other day. And then I think you saw this one. I can't remember what tutorial I used to make this snake, but I used a tutorial. And then I made two more snakes. I made this snake with its green eyes, and this snake came out of Jenna's book. So yeah, this snake came from the book, and so did this one, and this one has yellow eyes. And I used Bernette Blanket for this one as well. So I'm finally learning how to read a pattern out of a book. And so Jenna's book, I did make something out, remember a long time ago, out the Mama Made Minis book, but I struggled something fierce. So I found this book in some of my stuff today, and I was like, oh, am I going to go back to there and make something else? And I started flipping through the pages to try to figure out what to make, and I quickly put it down. I'm like, nope, not there yet. I'll figure it out at some other point in time, but not right now. And then what else have I made this week? I made this bag from those letters that I got from Hobby Lobby. But these, I found they're stickers and not iron-on. So since they're stickers, I think I'm going to maybe try to figure out how to get them unstuck and then maybe iron some heat and bond on the back, and then maybe press them down with the heat and bond or put them down with some glue or something. I'm not sure. Maybe some fabric glue might be okay once I get the sticky off. But this was the beginning of a decorative bag. I don't know when I'll finish it, but you know, this is what I wanted to do with it. I wanted to use those letters to decorate a bag. And then I also found, I don't know if you guys remember my sweater that I started to make, and I've stitched it up, and so I needed to just put the sleeves on it. Well, I've only been able to find, I think I have at least one more of these, but I cannot find it. So I took that one and I started on the sleeve. So, but the sleeve is not long enough, so I think it's like maybe 3/4 of a way, and I need to go a little bit more. So I'm going to finish this ball out with the first sleeve, and then I'm going to have to look for another ball of this somewhere. I think they might sell it at Walmart. I got this from Joann's many, many years ago. Excuse me, I'm on my way to bed. But I got this at Joann's, I think, years ago. And I need to either find the other ball, because I did find some yarn that I got from Hobby Lobby that kind of similarly have these colors, but it was a bunch, it was a little bit thicker, so I don't want to mix the two yarns together. And this one is super, a lot softer, and the other one was a little bit thicker. So I'm gonna, if I can't find it, I'm just gonna try to go and find another ball of it and finish this off. And then I have a bunch of sequence pillows that I've had for many, many, many years. I haven't put anything on them, but they're sublimation sequence pillows. So I made this, and this is the sequence pillow. I need to make a shirt and some other items with this. This is a sample. And then I also made this. It's a sequence pillow, but it was so, you couldn't tell. It was so dark. So my husband said, why don't you just lighten up the photo? And I was like, well, I don't know how to lighten up the photo. So he showed me how to lighten up the photo in his computer. And so I redid that one, and it came out like this. So you can see it much, 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 much better. So I'll probably take this to a family event and give it away. Put it in the raffle for a family member. They could put their own pillow because it's a pillowcase. But it has a, where's the pillow at on this one? The zipper part. Let's see. I think it's at the bottom or the top one. This one is, where's the pillow? Where's the zipper? I feel it somewhere. Let's see. I know it has a zipper. Mighty funny, I cannot find it. Wow, that's kind of strange. Here, let me do it this way. Let me open it up. Oh, there it is on the bottom. Is that? Yep, there it is on the bottom. Okay, let's see. So yeah, there it is. It unzips. So you just stick a pillow form in it. And I think it's 15 by 15. So I have a bunch of these that I want to get rid of this year. So hopefully we're going to take this one as a sample to our to our markets over the holidays, and hopefully we can get rid of them. You know, they're going to be very, very inexpensive, but then, like, you know, it kind of, you know, sequence. So then you just kind of brush it back up. So I'm hoping that that will, you know, be intrigued to someone so that they could order. But if you want to order one, let me know. Leave a comment, or, you know, yeah, leave a comment down below and I can contact you back. Or you can send me a message in my Etsy, Lacey Enterprise, and then we can go from there, and you can let me know if you want one. So what else do I have? I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it. And then let me see. I have a couple of these over here, but I haven't put any buttons on them yet. Hold on just a second. That's another one. I made a couple of, these are the little cup cozies that you make on the Addy machine. And I have this one, and that's the way the yarn is, with these little white flecks in there. So I'll put a button on that one. And then I did that, and I'm just using using up scraps of yarn for this. And then I have this one, and then I also have this one. So I'll probably just use up a bunch of scraps of yarn, and when people buy stuff over the holidays, I'll just throw one in there, throw one, you know, as a gift, because I need to just get rid of, I have so much scraps of yarn and so many balls of yarn. I'm making a, I don't know if I showed you guys my scrap blanket that I'm making, and it has white running through the entire thing, and I'm just using up a bunch of scraps that I have. I'm using up a bunch of scraps that I have to make a blanket. So I think I showed it to you guys already, but if I didn't, I'll show it to you at a later date. But that's all I have for you this week. Thank you for joining me. I've been busy just making stuff. Um, I want to take all of my Bernat blanket yarn and I want to make a scrap bear. I haven't found the pattern yet. The Crafty Panur, I think her name is, she uses her leftovers and makes scrappy bears from a pattern that she got off of Etsy. And I haven't purchased any patterns yet. So I'm trying. I'm not going to say that I can't read a pattern now because I'm finding out that I can because I followed the instructions to make this in Jenna's book. So I think that I can probably figure out how to read a pattern now. Probably not all patterns, some. Probably it'll be a little bit more advanced for me. But yeah, I have enough skills to do this book. And when I'm done with this book, I'm going to go back to this one because there's a couple of more things in here that I want to make. But I'm not ready to tackle anything in here yet. But maybe by the holidays I will be ready to tackle something in there. But I'm going to be making more of these. I'm going to be phasing out my tote bags. And I'm going to be starting to make these and my Sewn by Nikki shoe pouches. Because the tote bags, they sell, but they sell really, really slow. And I'm a little bit tired of carrying them around, so I want to get rid of them. And I want to go to something more simpler, so that's my plan. And then I plan to incorporate more amigurumis for 2026 because I really enjoy making the amigurumis. So that's all I have for you today. Thank you for watching. Thumbs up the video. God bless. You have an awesome and an amazing day. Be blessed, my friends. Bye-bye.